Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and esteemed guests. My name is Kalpesh Rana and I am the surgeon for today's meeting. So I welcome you all for the 220th meeting of Vadodara Toastmaster Club. Before starting the meeting, let me tell you three grounds rule that we follow in our Toastmaster Club. The first one is as a Toastmaster, we do not talk about sex, religions, and politics. We refrain talking about this topic. Second, if you are not speaking, please mute yourself. Third, please switch off your video whenever you are stepping out of the meeting. Now, I request everyone to repeat the club mission after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now I announce meeting is open and I hand over the dais to our President of Vadodara Toastmaster Club, Yogesh Kantak. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to our meeting. Today's normally meeting theme is by our experienced Toastmaster is very interesting. Advertisements. Advertisements are something which we could relate by all of us during our childhood days also. They were an integral part when we used to watch our TVs, especially for the all those people who used to watch Doordarshan. Advertisements were very critical for us. Not only they used to influence us to get some new product or influence our parents to buy something for us, but they used to also teach us something in life. For an example, the most normally watched advertisement which is still now normally used as is a Dairy Milk ad. Also normally it always influenced us to buy chocolate and we still eat those chocolates. It also taught us to enjoy the moments. It told us that go ahead and enjoy every moment of your life. The ads, if you see the entire Dairy Milk ad, not only the one which shows that cricket ground, but all the other, they always say, kuch meethe se shuruaat karo. That means always start a new thing with a sweet and enjoy the moment. That's something which you learn from your childhood days. Go for another advertisement like Coke. In 1980s, 1990s, they started a new campaign called as Share a Coke, which always normally from their agenda was you should have a Coke, you should share it with your parents and you should have it. But also it taught us that sharing is always necessary and sharing increases your normally happiness. So that advertisement taught us something about sharing, which is again a critical thing or a very good thing to learn. Nike gave us a good slogan, which we use in professional days very big, just do it. So now this is the slogan which we mostly use in our professional lives and sometime at our home. That just do it. That's the attitude which we should carry with us. Let's do it. So today I'm very normally interesting to see how our experienced Toastmaster and TMOD Vikram is going to normally give us a new insights on advertisement. It's going to be surely a new learning for us, maybe with some more finer points. But before that, and handing over the virtual dais to him, I would like to have a guest introduction. I believe we have a guest, Renuka here. So Renuka, can you just introduce yourself to all of us? Renuka, I think you are on mute.
So, hi everybody, I'm Renuka Nair. I was a banker for 15 years before I moved into training. So initially I started off as a corporate trainer, but then I moved on to more personal training. So, communication skills and spoken English. And right now, actually, I'm a lot focused into IELTS, GMAT training and helping students with their interviews, because a lot of students, they get calls from foreign universities for many MBA aspirants. So I'm a lot focused into helping them prepare for their job interviews or interviews into MBA colleges.
Okay. And how did you came about knowing VTM?
So 2 years ago, I had a student who was a trainer with a pharmaceutical company. Like, he had basically approached me to improve his communication skills, and he told me about the Toastmasters Club.
Okay.
And but I didn't get an opportunity because I tried on Facebook and everything, and I called up somebody, but somehow it didn't work out. And then I met Anirban and Varun.
Okay.
So then I requested them, can you help me to get into this club? Actually, my husband's friends and all, they're quite senior Toastmasters in the US and everything.
Okay.
So, so I was very keen on joining this elite club.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. We are most welcome here.
Thank you so much.
I think we have another guest, Chetan 150286 email ID. So, Chetan?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Chetan.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Chetan, and I am also a working professional, and I am also looking after to improve my communication and also the English speaking skills. Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
By
And how did you came to know about VTM?
Yeah, actually, one of my colleague told me about this elite club. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks. Thank you. Welcome. I see one more guest, Amy Shah. Amy, if you're speaking, you are on mute. Yeah.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
One of my friend Harshal Sevak, he's into the Toastmasters group in Rajkot, and he motivates me to join this group. So I'm looking forward to improve my communication skills and gain more confidence also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, great. I see some repeat normally guests from the last. So we have a guest, Mr. Daneshwar Rauch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, all. Myself, Daneshwar Rao. I'm working professional, and I join here to improve my communication skills. And as I told you, I came to know about this group from my friend Kalpesh, and he motivated me to join this. So probably next year, this year, I will join. Not from next meeting, I will be as a part of VTM, not as a guest.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Just this year, and it got me afraid. This month. Thank you. We have another repeat guest, if I'm not wrong, guest Prerna Goyal.
Yeah. Hi. So my name is Prerna Goyal, and I just graduated from Naturopathy College, and I'm here to improve my public speaking skills as well as my communication skills. Yeah.
So, thank you, Prerna, and I hope to see you as a member next meeting.
Okay.
So I believe all guests are covered, and I'm not leaving anyone. Yes. So now, without further ado, let's dive into the advertisement strategies with our TMOD Vikram. So, Toastmaster Vikram, the virtual dice is yours. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yogesh. It's an honor to receive the stage from the president for the first time. As after you became, I'm attending the meeting right now. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. I'm Vikram, the Toastmaster of the day, shortly called as the TMOD. The theme that I got impressed or I wanted to express was advertisements. We are all so much used to the YouTube videos now, and we always wish to skip those 5 seconds. And we are just waiting for those 5 seconds. When will it write skip ad? But please remember that sometimes we do get advertisements where we cannot skip, and it goes on till 12-13 seconds. That frustration that happens during that time is not we are used to, because during our childhood days, when we had those TVs on the Doordarshans, we all loved the advertisements. In fact, I remember the advertisements where my mother used to ask, what do you want in the evening snacks? Instead of telling just Maggie, we used to tell Maggie, Maggie, Maggie. That's how we used to imitate the advertisement. In fact, at school, when we used to ask, what is your favorite drink that you can, or what is the favorite milk powder that you want to add? People would say, I am a compliant boy. And sometimes people used to say, no, I am not a compliant boy. Boost is the secret of my energy. So this is how we used to connect with the taglines of the advertisements. In fact, during our water cooler conversations, if we want to say no problem, we used to say Suzuki, Samurai, Tomaria Tao, no problem. So this is how we all used to get the advertisements of. I remember my grandfather getting a Bajaj scooter, and I proudly going and telling my friends that we bought Hamara Bajaj. This is how we all loved advertisements. Washing powder Nirma. This is the ad that everybody used to sing and wanted to be a part of the Damsharads as well, if you want to have, because everybody knew to sing the song Washing Powder Nirma.
Nirma.
And if we are really thirsty and want to have a cool drink, we used to say mango fruity, fresh and juicy. This is what we all are used to. But very sad to know that nowadays we are not even listening to the advertisements and skipping the ad. Now, skipping the theme right now for a few seconds, let's move into the Toastmasters meeting. For the new Toastmasters and guests, please note that there are 3 stages in a Toastmaster meeting, or 3 sessions that we call it: a prepared speaker session, a table topic session, and an evaluator session. In table topics, the guest and the newcomers would be invited on stage. For me to start the meeting, I want some cheerful noise around me. I request everyone to unmute themselves and give a thunderous applause so that we'll get used to the offline meeting in the coming days. Please unmute yourself. Thank you so much. The one I missed in the online meeting is this thunderous applause. I now request everyone to mute. Okay. Before going into the 3 sessions, we have got 3 tag team members, very important in a Toastmaster meeting. I call upon the grammarian, Toastmaster Harsh, to please explain his role as a grammarian.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. Hello, Toastmasters. Hope you're doing well. I am the grammarian for the day. The grammarian plays an important role in helping all club members improve their grammar and vocabulary. So I am going to write down the language and grammar usage of all speakers, noting incomplete sentences, mispronunciations, grammatical mistakes, non sequiturs. Example: 1 in 5 children wear glasses should be 1 in 5 children wears glasses. So that is one usage of good grammar, and I will be noting down similar misusages as well. With that, I would like to we do not stop there. To improve our vocabulary, we also use the word of the day and phrase of the day and try to inculcate that in our speeches or the part that we're supposed to play. I'm sorry, was whatever I said audible right now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
All right. I've shared in the chat the word of the day and the phrase of the day. The word of the day is myopic. It means not to be able to clearly see objects that are far away. That is, you be nearsighted. Now, it is a deficiency, it is a problem, but it can also be figuratively used in lacking foresight. You see, you want to see what you cannot see what is going to happen in future to predict. Now, the example would be the mayor's proposal to build a casino to create jobs in the economically distressed city has been criticized as being myopic. The phrase of the day is cutting corners, which means doing something poorly in order to save time and money. This is a very common phrase, and I would love it if you would use it in your part of the speech. The example would be, don't try to cut corners when you're decorating. That would be all. Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh. In fact, anyone utters the word of the day or phrase of the day, we would like a virtual thumbs up that would help the grammarian to note down the word of the day and phrase of the day usage from our members and guests. Next is a role player that I would always like to be. In fact, Toastmasters is the only public speaking forum that has got this role. The R counter. The guest and the new members will always be wondering, what is this role? And this is the role that makes us a better speaker, in fact. The R counter for today is Toastmaster Pooja. Toastmaster Pooja, if you can please let us know your roles and responsibilities.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram, Toastmaster of the day. Hello and very good morning, TMOD, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, I want to start my role with a small experiment. Are you ready?
Yes.
Just close your eyes and just close your eyes and feel you are on a long drive in a foreign country where roads are up to the mark. Or if I say you are on a road that you are not using in your daily routine. You are driving your car with a speed of 100, 120 or more. Are you enjoying your ride? Enjoy your ride with your partner, your friend, or yourself. Yes. Oh, stop. Reverse. Now feel that you are on the road which you are using daily. What happened? Oh my God, there are lots of potholes. Yes, which are not accepted for a long drive to enjoy. Am I right? Do you agree with me? Yes. These potholes are the words which are used as crutch words or filler words used by anyone who speaks. These words may be a, so, like, but, or any repeated word. Today I am here to count this, this including overuse of words like but, and, you know, or I. Repeating this means. It's your wish to drive your car, that is, deliver your speech to your friends that are listening to me without any potholes, with a smooth long drive, and enjoy the ride. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used the expressions. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pooja. Now, we have next role, a very important role played by Toastmaster Danyanandan. Danyanandan is going to be the timer today, and you will know why timing is very important at the end of the meeting, because usually we think that a speaker should speak well, but the speaker should also end well. This is what timer is going to do today. Toastmaster Danyanandan.
Yeah, good morning, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guest. So I am Daya. I am playing a timer role today for today's meetings. So I'll be taking a time for each speaker. I'll be taking a note of the time for each speakers, and I will share you the appropriate codes to alert the speakers. Okay, hope my screen is visible to everyone. Where in Toastmaster we have the 3 codes: the green, yellow, and red. For the prepared speeches, the green card will be shown at 5 minutes, the yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes. For the eligible voting, the speaker has to, the prepared speech will be from 4 minutes 30 seconds to 7 minutes 30 seconds with a gross speed of 30 seconds. For the table topic, is the time around 1 to 2 minutes. For the green card will be shown at 1 minute, the yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes. So for eligible voting, the minimum would be 45 seconds to 2 minutes 30 seconds. For evaluation section, the green card will be shown at 2 minutes. For yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, green card at 3 minutes. So for eligible voting, minimum would be 1 minute 30 seconds to 3 minutes 30 seconds.
Thank you. Thank you, Danyanand. You can
Over
please
Toastmaster.
If you can please stop the screen share. Dhanyanand, can you please stop the screen share? Thank you. Thank you so much. So we have got 3 role players today, the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian. They are going to help us to conduct this meeting smoothly. When we move into the speaker session, in this theme, I will be speaking about some costliest advertisement slots, the costliest ads that have taglines, the heroes that have come, and finally I will wrap up with my favorite advertisements. To start with, we will have the speaker session. The first speaker today, we have 3 speakers today: Toastmaster Rupali, Toastmaster Ankit, and Toastmaster Geetanjali. They all will be evaluated by their individual evaluators. Toastmaster Pawan is going to evaluate Toastmaster Rupali. Rupali is in her L2, the level 2 project 1 pathways. And Toastmaster Pawan, if you can please elucidate her role and the objectives.
Thank you, TM Modi, TM Vikram. A warm morning to one and all, and my special good morning to my targeted speaker, TM Rupali. Her pathway is presentation mastery. She is going to present her level 2 project 1 speak, as TM Vikram said. The objective of her speech is to understand her communication style. The title is Don't Get Stuck. Her time limit for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Timer, please note that. I wish all the very best to TM Rupali. Over to you, TM Modi. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Pawan. The Zoom master, if you can please spotlight the first speaker. Toastmaster Rupali, what is the advertisement that you hate?
Yeah, I think it's these days, if I talk about it in current scenario, it's a Pepsi, Coca-Cola, because we don't need to drink these days.
Okay, thank you. Toastmaster Rupali, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Toastmaster Rupali.
Timer, can you please display the cards? I want to reconfirm that is it visible or not.
Toastmaster Dhanyanandan, if you can please.
Yes, can you can start.
She wants you to display the card so that she wants to see whether she's able to view it or not. You can please share the screen once again.
Is it visible?
No. Please share the timer cards.
No, I'm sharing it. Oh, hope is it visible?
Yes, it is visible right now. Rupali, you wanted to continue like this, or should he stop sharing it?
No, please stop sharing.
Okay. Please stop share, Toastmaster Daryanandan.
Yeah, done.
Toastmaster Rupali, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck, Toastmaster Rupali.
Rupali, where are you? I have given you one task. Have you done it? No, sir, I could not. I will do it, sir. What? I will do it, sir. Without completing your task, you can't go home today, right? And your Uttarayan leave is also cancelled now. This was the voice of my senior before Uttarayan. And who is always a direct communicator. Good morning, Toastmaster and wonderful guest. Communication is very important to convey any message to anyone. But yesterday, when I was going through the Toastmaster International website, I found the 4 kinds of communication style. The first, initiative communication style. Second, analytical communication style. Third, direct communication style. And the fourth, last one is supportive communication style. I did my assignment also, and I got score in initiative communication 3, analytical communication 2, in direct communication 2, and in the last supportive communication, I got 5. So I believe communication are not fixed. People use all the communication as per the requirement of situation. Let me explain my statement with 4 small stories of mine. Story 1, initiative communication style. I attended the reception of my friend, and he was busy with his guests and relatives. I was waiting for him, expecting that he will take me to buffet dinner. But after waiting for 30 minutes, I realized any of his family member will give a dinner to bride and groom at main banquet hall, and I could only take a aroma of food. So I said myself, Rupali, don't be shy, go and ask. By ignoring my hesitation, I saw one caterer, and he was easy to wrap up as party was about to over. I approached him and I asked, can you please give me one plate? After seeing his response, I demanded starter too. So by using of initiative communication, I saved myself to miss the delicious food of reception. Story 2, analytical communication style. Last year, I purchased one smartwatch for my father, and many of my friends were using the smartwatches. They suggested me to purchase MI, Samsung, Apple, etc. Before purchasing it, I browsed online and offline shop as well, and I visited, after considering my budget, I visited a mall and I negotiated with the sales representative, as all the shops are next to each other. I said sales representative to about offer which I am getting to other shop in online or offline. Finally, I ended up with buying a good watch with a good deal. I felt proud myself by using of my healthy analytical communication with the friends and the sales representative. Story third, direct communication. In 2016, I lost my phone. I called Jio customer care. Can you please block my number? I lost my phone. They asked me to my detail to verify from their end. I gave all the data from my end. At last, they asked me to recharge date of last recharge date of my mobile number, which is not possible to remember it, right? So I informed, after a 15 or 20 minutes argument, I used my direct communication. I informed him, if you are unable to do it, then first I will raise a complaint on you. After listening this, the guy transferred my call, his senior, and his senior very soon blocked my number. And the story number 4, supportive communication style. One day, when I was in office, my assistant manager started to shouting on me. I don't understand why she is. 1 week ago, she had given me one Excel sheet to prepare. I did my part and remaining she had to do it. But she forgot to update it and send it to the head office. And still I said sorry to her. And the next day morning, she came to me and she said, apologize to me by saying it was my fault. I shouting on you, sorry. When she was started to shouting on me, if I start the argument with her, it would have gone endless argument. So I believe in supportive communication, and I love listen rather than speaking. So after experiencing of this communication in my life, I recommend you to don't get stuck on any one communication style of you.
Did she get disconnected?
Any communication whenever it's needed, like an exchange of our humanity. Thanks, and over to you, TMOD.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rupali. It was a wonderful speech. We all need different kinds of communication. Thank you so much. A very good attempt. Now, coming back to the theme that I was speaking, the costliest ad is the X Factor. It's the British series of the Big Boss kind of a series. 30 seconds ad for the last day of that series is £200 for 30 seconds. That's 20 crores in Indian money. We have got other costliest ads, which is for the Sunday night football, the Grey's Anatomy, and even the World Cup football halftime, considered very expensive. When it comes to India, of course, the cricket matches are expensive. It's around 25 lakhs for every 10 seconds to 20 seconds for India-Pakistan matches and the World Cup. And the IPL final is around 7 to 10 lakhs for every 20 seconds. So this is what the data that I collected with respect to the theme. Let's move on to the second speaker. The second speaker is Toastmaster Ankit. His pathways are motivational strategies. He is attempting his level 2, project 1. And Toastmaster Sanchita is his evaluator. Toastmaster Sanchita, if you can please tell his speech objectives.
Thank you, TMOD. My target speaker, Toastmaster Ankit, is going to give his level 2 project 1 from the path, motivational strategies. The project title is Understanding Your Communication Style. The purpose of the project is to understand different communication styles and identify your primary communication style. The title of the speech is My Communication Style, and the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Ankit, and over to you, TMOD.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanchita. If the Zoom master can please spotlight Toastmaster Ankit. Toastmaster Ankit, what is your favorite advertisement and why?
My favorite advertisement is Parle-G. And why? Because I used to think that Parle-G, G for genius. So I will eat that and become genius.
Of course you are. Thank you. Thank you. Toastmaster Ankit, my communication style. My communication style, Toastmaster Ankit.
Friends, I came across 4 types of communication styles, out of which first one is initiative communication style. This style, in this style, the speaker is energetic, enthusiastic, sociable, engaging, and fun. Now you can see that all the motivational speakers are of this type, at least when they are speaking. And when our VP membership has to deal with guests, so he has to be initiative in his communication style, because as they are guests, many of the times they are not opening up. So VP membership has to get them open up. So here he has to use communication style. Now the second communication style I came across is supportive. Now in this style, the person is opposite of initiative. Okay, his style is, now he's calm and collected, listens more than he speaks. This is the basic nature of all counselors in this world. You can say that all psychologists have to keep the supportive communication style when they are dealing in their professional life. Now the other is direct communication style. Here the communicator is direct, to the point, no time is wasted, just focused. We see mainly this trait in our boss. And in school, as I don't have any boss till now, so in school I used to see this trait in majority of my teachers. And in 12th standard, there was one teacher who was damn straight, straight to the point. If you do this, then you will get, and if you don't do this, you will be failing, or you will get these marks. I will not let you do this or that. These all things were there. Now the third is analytical communication style. These people are precise and cautious about what they are speaking. They are always measured the time backed by evidence. They may appear sometimes too serious because they are always talking about various facts and figures. Now imagine there is a meeting going on about an ad campaign which they had already done from past 6 months. Now here, the presenter has to be in analytical style, has to communicate in analytical style. He has to communicate what is the CPC, what is CPI, that is cost per click, cost per impression, customer acquisition cost, or what will be their customer lifetime value. These things he has to keep in mind. So he has to be in analytical style. Now, I will take you through some stories or some incidents, we can say. In my college, I have a different group, and in my PG, I have a different group. And one thing which is common in both the groups is whenever I go there, I see them into looking in their phones, just scrolling or typing every time. So what happens is this: I go there, and within 2 minutes of me reaching there, almost 95% of the time, people are not looking at their phone anymore. And the other 5% time, I leave because of some work. So not looking at their phones, just talking or discussing something. So here I am using initiative communication style. Now, when it comes to supportive communication style, I would like to share incident about a 12th incident. I came out of my tuition. I passed out by flying colors in the test, and the second rank was not even touching my marks. Means it was far behind what I got. I was so pumped up, so pumped up, enthusiastic. Yo, man, I won, like that. And when I came outside, I see my friends. Okay, and I said, "What's up? What's going on?" And he said, "Something is not good." So he was having some problem. And the moment he said that something is not good with me, means with him. So I just, all my enthusiasm just dropped. I said, "What's wrong? Let's deal with it." And I heard him. And for half an hour we talked, and I was only listened. So there I showed my supportive communication style. Now, when it comes to direct, the other day I was teaching my little brother his subjects. Now I will not go into what subjects I was teaching him, but after I taught him, before leaving, I said, "Do this task and come to me, or else you won't be able to play today." So this was direct. Means you do this, you get this. If you don't do this, you won't get. Just direct. What are the benefits? What are the consequences you would have to face? Now the other is analytical, right? The last one. So whenever I am in a classroom studying, I be analytical 30% of the time. And so basically, analytical communication style is less used by me majority of the time. But there is one thing: whenever I am angry, I am direct. I'm straightforward, direct, and analytical. So don't mess with me when I'm angry. That is what my friends say. They have said to me, because I stayed to the point, and analytical like facts. Okay. Now their feelings can't persuade me, only facts can. So after all this talk, I would conclude that I do not have only one communication style, and so do all of us. So the important thing is you need to understand which communication style you have to use in what situation and act accordingly to get the best results possible. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankit. You are direct when angry. I'm sure that many of them would also accept the same, that we use the direct communication style when we all are angry. Thank you for that excellent speech. Now, moving on to the third speaker. Before that, I would like to give some interesting facts about the advertisements that I read. A brand which has been sustaining for a long time is Utterly Butterly Delicious Amul. They have been advertising since 1966 continuously. And what was the first advertisement that was televised or television that happened? It was on 1st January 1976. Gwalior Shootings was the first advertisement in a television. The first product, what was? Then Hindustan Lever is the highest volume of ads that are available in the television. Rolex, we all have heard about the watch Rolex. They manufacture digital, I mean, this is not Rolex, I'm just giving you an example. They manufacture analog clocks, not the digital ones. But there is just one place Rolex has got their digital display. Can any one of them say where it is? Airport? No. Centre Court, Wimbledon, London. That's the only place where Rolex displays its time digitally. Nowhere else Rolex displays it digitally. Moving on to the third speaker, Toastmaster Geetanjali. I had asked her which is that advertisement which she used to watch in black and white, and she was thrilled to watch it in color. She said that song Mile Sur Mera Tumhara was the song that she used to watch it in black and white, and then it came to color. She was so excited about it. She's going to give a speech with the Pathways Engaging Humor, Level 2, Project 3. Her evaluator for today is Toastmaster Pooja. Pooja, if you can please tell the speech objectives of a speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good morning to all the esteemed members and guests. And my special good morning to Silver Tongue Target Speaker, Toastmaster Geetanjali Madam. Geetanjali Madam is pursuing engaging humor pathways, and it is her level 2 last project of this level. The objectives of this speech is some aspects of previous influential person which she is going to share. Though she is our influential person, but we are eager to know from you, who are yours? Timer, please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes, and her title of the speech is Trailblazer. Toastmaster Geetanjali Madam, rock the virtual meeting and all the best. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja. I request the Zoom master to please spotlight speaker 3, Geetanjali.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. Toastmaster Geetanjali, Trailblazer, Toastmaster Geetanjali.
It is truly said by Oprah Winfrey that a mentor is someone who allows you to see hopes in you. Namaskar and good morning to each one of you. A Toastmaster is a person who used to give proper guidance, motivation, and emotional support to their mentees to achieve their goals. From the very beginning of our birth, we are continuously mentored by strong mentors such as our parents and teachers, who molds us and guide us to be a good human being. Still, I remember when I joined this club in January 2017, the club was in an infant stage and almost all the members were very young, and I was retired teaching fraternity. Seeing my white hair and age, no one was willing to be my mentor. It was just like a case of who will bell the cat. Though I had written my first ice-breaking speech, but was not allowed to deliver it because I was not assigned with mentor. Thus, I started insisting the then president of our club, TM Dipankar Das, to assign me a mentor. My continuous poking make him irritated, and one day he became so angry that he scolded me, "Madam, have patience. I am doing my best." After a month or so, he gave me a call that, "Madam, I had assigned Dr. Rajesh Singh, a very seasoned Toastmaster, as your mentor. He was thoroughly gentleman. His advice and tips were very useful and thoughtful for me. Still, I am following them to prepare my speeches, though he has left this club since long. Throughout my professional career, I had mentored many of my junior teachers, students, and their parents. Today, I want to share a small story of a small boy who wanted to marry at a very tender age of 5. It was an incident of 2013 January or February. Suddenly one day I got a call from one of my anxious parents that they urgently wanted to meet me. Thus I invited them to my office. When they came inside my office, I noticed that they looked very tensed and worried. They narrated me that their son Mohit was a student of Standard 1 and wanted to marry. Just because he had attended many marriage ceremonies of their relatives. Seeing the VIP treatment given to the groom, he was allured to get married. He started threatening his parents that he will neither eat nor go to the school if he will not get married. Thus, the parents requested me to solve their problems. I assured them, just to resolve this problem, I took the help of the class teacher of that class, Miss Vandana. When I explained everything to her, she became ready to help me. Thus, both of us arranged one small drama to make the things clear for the boy. I called that little boy Mohit in my office and asked him directly, "Mohit, I have heard that you wanted to marry." The boy said very boldly, "Yes, ma'am." When I asked him whom you wanted to marry, the boy gave me the name of a girl who is with him studying in the same class. When I asked him, was she willing to marry you? He said he had no idea about that, but as he liked her, thus he will marry her. Again I say, "Mohit, do you know that if you get married, then you have to take care of her. And not only that, you have to take all of her responsibilities. If she likes to eat Maggie or pasta, you have to cook for her. The boy said, is it necessary to cook? I said, yes, being a husband, it is your duty to say, make happy your wife. Then I said, not only this, you have to take her to the malls, parks, and to buy good dresses, toys, chocolates, etc. for her. Again, the boy asked me, these are so necessary. From where I will get the money? I'm not earning. I said, I don't know anything. If you want to marry, being a husband, you have to do all these things. While listening this, the boy became a little sad and said, okay, then let me postpone my marriage ideas for time being. Let me grow up and get good job, then I will do that. We became so happy with his decision that immediately we encouraged and motivated him to fulfill his goal. We motivated him to get good, to do good studies and get good degree, as if he can get good job. This way, both of us motivated him to achieve his goal. A motivator, a true motivator is a person who has a power to change impossible into possible. They are the real trailblazer who helps and guides their mentee to achieve their goals. Thanks, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geetanjali. It was a hilarious speech, and it was very nice to get the memories of our own VPE, Dr. Raj Singh. He was a very nice person. He was my VPE when I joined Vadodara Toastmasters Club as well. Thank you. Thank you. If I can please ask the timer that are all three qualified for voting?
Yes, Team Modi, all are qualified. Team Rupali took 6 minutes 18 seconds. Team Ankit took 7 minutes 20 seconds. And Team Geetanjali took 7 minutes 24 seconds. So all are eligible for voting.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Geetanjali has opted out for the best speaker voting. So I would request the Zoom master or the Sergeant at Arms, can you please release the poll now? In the meantime, I would now say a little more about advertisements. Advertisements in TV still form the 40%. The print media is the 30%. Digital is 20%. Radio is 5%. And others like magazines or pamphlets or newspapers, or I would say that it's just very, very less of 5%. Now we come to the next session, a very interesting session, table topics. Table topics also is very important in a Toastmaster meeting, and it helps the brand Toastmaster to develop. We all, during the first meeting as a guest in a Toastmaster meeting, has conveniently hidden behind a seasoned Toastmaster and said, I don't want to come in the front. During those days, a physical meeting, it was very helpful. But today, we have a very, very interesting Toastmaster, Toastmaster Pradeep Mane, with his sheepish smile, would find all the guests and the new Toastmasters, automatically unmute them and say, start talking. Toastmaster Pradeep, the stage is yours.
Thank you, TM Modi, for that introduction. Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all for the table topic session of today's meeting. And for the knowledge of the guest, I would like to explain the purpose behind this table topic session. This is for members to help members to organize their thoughts and present that thoughts when there are impromptu topics are there. And for this session, I would like to first call the most experienced Toastmaster Kunal to give the first topic for Toastmaster Kunal. Are you okay with that, Toastmaster Kunal?
Yes.
Yes. So the topic for you is what's unique about you? Tell something unique about you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pradeep, for this excellent and unique topic. What's unique about me? Well, I would say nothing is unique about me if I have to evaluate myself, because uniqueness is something which is noticed and highlighted by others and not by the individual. Because I would like to highlight a doha of Sant Kabir, which says that बुरा जो देखन मैं चला बुरा न मिलिया कोई, जो दिल खोजा आपना मुझसे बुरा न कोई. So the uniqueness about me is I would say I continuously evaluate myself, and the more I evaluate myself, the more I realize that I have to still learn a lot of things, be it communication, be it leadership, be it parenting, be it being a better human being. So this is something which I would say that yes, I continuously evaluate myself by doing journaling every day, and that is helping me a lot. So I will not say I am unique on this way, but yes, I am consciously evaluating my progress, and I am consciously correcting my actions and thought process so that I can become a better version of myself going forward. Thank you, and over to you.
Yes, Toastmaster Kunal rightly said, that is version 1 is better than version none, and you are improving day by day. That is the most important thing. Yes.
Thank you.
So my second topic I would like to give to guest RVS. Guest RVS, are you there?
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. I am R. Venkatajulapati.
Yes.
I am from Gujarat Refinery. I already completed BSc Chemistry and joined as a staff grade in the IOCL. Just now I promoted as a engineer, as an officer A grade. Now I am doing for refinery operation from the panel itself. In the same time, from last 2010 itself, I was completed a MA Psychology, and I doing some counseling also for the depression and anxiety patients and the phobia patients. At the same time, I want to develop my knowledge and communication through English to communicate the people's related to the psychological topic and get the awareness from.
Hello. RVS, I would like to give you topic. You have to talk on that topic, I think. This table topic session is for improving your communication, and for that I have to give the topic. Can you please, are you ready with that?
Sir, I am not clear about the topic which
I will give you.
I want to talk.
How the topic for you is how will you influence people? If you got opportunity to influence people, how will you influence them?
Sorry, sir, I am not able to understand what I have to talk. I thought that I was, this is the introductory topic. That's why I introduced myself.
Okay, okay. Okay, you can.
Influenced people, you are talking about influence.
How you can motivate the people, influence, inspire, like that. How you can inspire people?
Inspired to the other people.
Others.
Sorry, if because of communication, it will help us to improve improve our thoughts, and at the same time we can express our thoughts towards the society and other whatever the problem we are facing, to communicate other people to get them better, get them come up better.
Okay.
For that, I want to learn English communication through Toastmaster and other things. I'm reading all the vocabulary also. The same time, in this program, I advised by somebody.
Okay.
To learn something.
Okay. Thank you, guest RBS. So now I would like to give my next topic to guest Amisha.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So your topic is what you learn without getting bored. What you can learn without getting bored.
All right. I really came to do a gardening 2 years ago when it used to have a lockdown. At that point of time, I started doing gardening, and then I really loved to do it. And slowly and gradually, I learned for gardening things. I just search on the YouTube. I do some DIY work.
Hello.
Hello, Pradeep. I guess we lost her. We can go to the next speaker.
Okay, okay. So my next topic to guest Kieran Gupta.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So tell us something about the book that inspired you. The book that inspired you a lot.
Yes, sir. 1 minute. Yes, actually, I recently read one self-help book. The title was "Attitude is Everything." After reading that book, I felt so motivated, and I gained so much confidence that if I work on my attitude, I can change the whole life around me. There was one beautiful quote in that if you can dream it, you can do it. So that book has inspired me a lot, and it motivated me that if I try to dream something, and if I'm doing I dream of doing something, I can definitely achieve that. So I would also recommend all the Toastmasters to go and read that book. It's really fabulous, and it can always give you motivation to achieve your dreams and to achieve your targets in life. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, rightly said, Kiran. Attitude decides your altitude.
Yes.
Attitude is everything. So my next topic to guest Chetan. Chetan, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Yeah. Hello.
So your topic is the major problem you solve for yourself. The major problem you solve for yourself.
Yeah. The major problem I recently faced in when I recently switched to the company. Actually, previously I was in more about the project and commissioning job, and recently I am looking after a sales. Yeah, so that is the my biggest fear at that time. How I will doing it. Yeah, but I basically I select specific small goals for me, and I continuously work on that. And now I am little bit confident when people are recognizing me in my organization, and now I'm confident, and yeah, I come up with that challenge. Yeah, yeah. Also, one of the major challenge in my personal life is about achieving basically one challenge I faced recently in COVID time, to make a morning routine. Yeah. So initially I am stuck, and lots of gaps are around, but I made my routine like called it like savers. Yeah. So as for when I wake up, I take 10 minutes of silence, and you can take meditation, and then I whatever my dreams are, I affirm those dreams. And V for visualize, I visualize myself that I already achieved those dreams. So, and then I every day I do some exercise. Yeah. So and then reading. Yeah. So it is called savers, and I follow this. I for last 1.5 months I continuously doing that. Yeah. So this is the challenge I accept, and I achieve at that moment. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, and over to you. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Chetan. Now, next topic, Toastmaster Kirit sir. Kirit sir.
Yes.
Yes. So, topic for you is criticism is like poison. Please explain. Criticism is like poison.
Good morning, Toastmaster Pradeep. A beautiful topic, criticism. I think that is everybody's mind is always ready to criticize people. I think as an Indian, I would say that we are most comfortable criticizing people. Whenever I see Toastmasters meetings also, and after meeting is over and the review is taken, a lot of people like to criticize. Now, you said criticism is like poison. But if you take criticism in the correct spirit, the right spirit in which it is told, then it's not a poison. In fact, it will improve you substantially. So criticism, if somebody does not accept it at all, putting a wall between him and the person who criticizes, then you can never learn. There's always some positive points in every criticism. And if you look at the positive points of that, then the poison will become amrut. I would say it will not no more be poison. So criticism has a many facets to it. Like when you criticize a person, you have to target the person's action rather than the person. The moment you target a person and not his actions, then the criticism doesn't work because he takes it personally. But if you're targeting the thing which he has said or things he has done, then the person will look at the things rightly. Most of the time, what we find is people target personally and criticize somebody personally that your style is like this. So I would suggest that criticism is a poison if it is done in a particular way. If it serves a lot of improvement points for you. If you take it in a different way and criticize the act rather than the person. That is my take on criticism as a poison. But criticism is obviously essential because unless you criticize a person, he may not go to the right path always. Positive criticism is always a welcome thing and which we all lack, according to me. Thank you.
Yes, truly said, sir. It is not how we react, it is the matter how we respond to criticism. Yes. My next topic to Toastmaster Krati. Toastmaster Krati.
Yes.
Yes. Your topic is what is your idea to sell your product?
Okay. So thank you so much, Team Pradeep, for giving me the topic.
which is somehow the other related to my field. So what is my way to sell my product? So at these days, we can't just sell the product like I have made the product and I have to sell it. But for the current scenario and recent trends, firstly, I'll go by my customer needs and I'll be seeing that what my customer actually needs. And then I'll be making my product according to that. So in simple language, we say that it is the customization of the product according to the needs and wants of your customer. And then I'll be making the product. And then I'll be forming some strategies and some different and colorful marketing strategies so to let my customer know that this is my product and this is very helpful for you. And this is somehow will reduce your energy to waste, and this is how it will help you in your daily life. And yeah, I'll using my convincing power and my communication skills to sell that product, and hope so I'll surely sell it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Krati. Now my next topic is for Toastmaster Ashish. Toastmaster Ashish. Are you there?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So topic for you is, what is your favorite way to waste time online? What is your favorite way to waste time online?
Good morning to all. Thank you, sir, for giving such a great topic. And I generally used online platform, that is YouTube, and I see videos like motivation, inspirational videos, and knowledge, trade knowledge, and those videos which are very helpful for us. And in spite of YouTube, I used online. I searched online on Google about the knowledge of various things. In spite of these topics, I see politics news. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. Now, next topic for guest Renuka. Renuka?
Yes, sir, I'm here. Yeah.
So your topic is, what kind of advices you give to people?
Okay. So thank you for the very challenging topic, because it's very advising somebody is a very dangerous thing, because especially when people look up to you, you're slightly older in age, and they really listen to everything that you have to say. So if I have to advise somebody, first I try to analyze the entire situation. Okay, like exactly what am I trying to give advice for? Okay, like for example, suppose I have to advise a student regarding his or her career choice. Okay, so then I try to understand what motivates that person, why this person wants to take up this course, or why this person wants to take up this job. Is it money, or is it is it his passion, his or her passion? So I try not to have a myopic view when I have to give an advice to somebody, and I try to analyze the entire situation. And then I also look at the pros and cons so I discuss the pros and cons with that person very carefully. So one of the most difficult advices that I had to give somebody was, regarding getting married, because especially girls nowadays, like they're very confused, because on one hand they have the family pressurizing them, and they want them to get settled, But on the other hand, today women are very independent and they're educated and they want to make something out of themselves before they get married. They want to stand on their 2 feet. So, so I try to analyze the situation very well. And then I give advice, but I have to admit something that I do, play safe while giving advice. Because I try to, so whenever I have to very clearly say something to that person, I will put all the pros and cons, like I don't cut corners. When I am trying to say something to somebody, especially advise them about their life or their careers, I put all the pros and cons in front of them. And then I tell them that the decision should be theirs, okay, as to how they need to proceed with their career or with their job, or any financial investment that they want to make. So I think this is the way I generally give advice to people.
Okay, thank you to guest Renuka. Timer, have we have some time or not? Can I go for next topic?
We are on time.
Yes, I would like to give one more topic to guest Prerna.
Yes, you can, but
Okay. Okay. Guest Prerna. Hello. Guest Prerna, are you there? Okay. Guest Ryan Naiza, something. Rai Naiza. Hello. Okay. Toastmaster Mansoor.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello. What single tip that you would like to give to someone who is looking for career change?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So it is an interesting topic. Discussing about careers. It generally comes into picture when we are switching the school life to college life, or from college life to corporate life. So if someone asks me what should be my career, first I will try to understand what he's good at or what he wants to achieve in his life, who is passionate about, and accordingly I will give him a career, like I can explain him all the possible way paths which I am aware about, and it is up to him or her which path she or he selects. And giving career choice is a big decision, because suppose someone in just completing his school life, whatever path he takes will affect his whole life of like after age of 15, complete life will be changed. So it's a very important decision which should be taken with care, and I will do all the research and try to help with proper reasoning, so he or she can get better idea. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mansoor. So with this, I will conclude this table topic session for today's meeting. Now I would like to request timer to confirm whether all the speakers are eligible for the voting.
let me share my screen where Is my screen is visible?
Yes.
Okay. Except guest RVS, Amisha, and guest Renuka, all are eligible for voting. Guest Renuka had exceeded the time duration, which is 2 minutes 40 seconds. The remaining the guest RVS took 40 seconds, but the minimum time duration would be 45 seconds. The guest Amisha took 32 seconds, so they are not eligible for voting.
Zoom Master, please initiate the poll for best table topic speaker for today's meeting. Please confirm once completed. Hello. Now I would like to hand over the stage to General Evaluator.
I will take it.
Okay. Now over to you.
Toastmaster Pradeep, thank you so much. It was a very nice session. You could give even I guess the guest and the new Toastmaster and the seasoned Toastmaster were easily able to grasp the topics that you gave and spoke. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pradeep. Coming to my theme about advertisements, Sachin Tendulkar, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and Amitabh Bachchan. They are the three most featured celebrities even now in the Indian advertisements. In fact, Sachin Tendulkar and Dhoni, even after their retirement and their prime in their form, they have been in the advertisements. And Amitabh Bachchan, with his age and with his voice, is still the best Indian actor to be in the advertisements. One interesting fact about Rajinikanth. Rajinikanth has been is still the famous superstar in the South Indian film industry. But please note, except for one polio awareness campaign in 1990s, he has not acted in even one advertisement. Rajinikanth has done that polio awareness campaign for free for the government of Tamil Nadu, but he has not earned or he has not branded himself to be the ambassador for any of the product that has been released in India or abroad. This is a very, very unique thing about superstar Rajinikanth. Now, we move on to the third session. The third session is all about evaluation. There are many guests and new speakers or new Toastmasters today who would be saying that, wow, very nice speech by the speakers. I just loved it. Amazing. But there are evaluators now who will be telling the good things about the speech, the bad things about the speech, and the improvements about the speech. For that, we have something called as the general evaluation session. I hand over the stage to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Pawan. Pawan, over to you.
Thank you, TM Modi, Toastmaster Vikram. Good morning once again to everybody. Well, so far the meeting full of excitement. VTM is undoubtedly a great learning platform, and I hope we all will take a few things even today from this meeting, as well as the evaluation. To begin with the evaluation, I would like to start with the evaluation of the speeches. For that, I request, or in fact, let me say that I am the first evaluator for the first speech, so I don't have to request, I am here to serve you. So I'm going to evaluate the first speech, and that's of Toastmaster Rupali. Her title, Don't Get Stuck, actually resonates with the speech, the way she took it forward, right from the beginning till the end. It was amazing. I hope the timer has started the timer. Timer, Daya?
Yes, I have started.
Okay. So there are a lot of things that I liked about this speech. The speaker was highly confident. It was totally seen right from the beginning when she confirmed with the timer regarding the display of the cards and other things, which actually helped me make up my mind that, well, today's speech is going to be highly energetic. And indeed it was. Wow, what an opening, really great. And the stories, the way speaker came up with, there were different stories. I think there were 4, and all had different relation with the different types of styles of communication. And it was really easy to understand. So that I think made very easy for everyone to comprehend what the speaker was actually about to convey regarding the styles. At the same time, she also mentioned about what is her leadership skill. I think that's supportive communication, communication skill, I'm sorry. She also came up with a kind of a contradicting story of her conflict at her work, which actually brought up a good transition in her speech and made everybody interested in whatever she was speaking. Her speech mechanics, let's say vocabulary, eye contact, gestures were great. However, regarding gesture, I'll be suggesting a few things. Speech emotions, convincing or not? Well, I was wondering. To a large extent, it was. At the same time, to some extent, it was still engaging. Speech organization, she had a good flow in her speech, clear opening. I liked it. I'm sure you did too. In spite of all these good things and impressive ones, there are a few things which the speaker might want to improve. One thing is her expression. Well, she had a good expression, but she still has a scope of making it more dramatic so that it will be quite engaging, I mean, highly engaging with the audience. Next thing is the way she was standing, it looked like she was leaning forward. So I would suggest to raise the camera a little bit and set it at the upper level so that she don't have to lean down, she can be straight. Physical movement, I saw that she was moving her hands, facial expression and movement of the thing, like upper part of the body, but I didn't see the entire movement. Means the way she had different leader communication styles and stories, she could have made it a bit more dramatic by moving herself completely here and there and make it more engaging. So these were a few suggestions that the speaker would like to incorporate in her speech. Overall, it was good, and thank you. So again, I'll have to take this ahead. So that's all about the speech evaluation. Now, moving on to the next speech evaluation, I request Toastmaster Sanchita to come on the virtual stage and evaluate Toastmaster Ankit's speech.
Thank you, GE. Good morning, everybody, and especially my target speaker, Toastmaster Ankit. Congratulations for a good speech. The title of your speech was My Communication Style. It gave us a myopic view of your speech. We knew what it is going to be about, but we didn't know what is your communication style. You started by saying how you came across the different communication styles, that is through the Toastmaster manual. And then you explained each and every style. What really impressed me was you associated a professional group with each style, whether it's the motivational speakers, counselors, bosses, etc. You went ahead and then you started saying how you modify yourself or mold yourself according to the situation to take up different styles. That left us a little confused why you are saying different styles when you're speaking about your communication style. But there you solved the entire mystery in the conclusion when you mentioned that you believe it is not possible to stick to one communication style. You need to modify yourself according to your situation. You did not use any notes. That was good. When you started, you mentioned about the 4 styles, and the end again you mentioned why one needs to change yourself. So it had a good beginning, a body, and a conclusion. It was a well-organized speech. I noticed you kept looking at the camera throughout the speech. So in this era of digital Toastmasters meet, that is good eye contact. Now we come to how we can improve the speech. The first suggestion would be to use hand gestures. Throughout your speech, you kept on mentioning about the different styles. So you can always start with using first style is in supportive, second is initiative, third is direct, fourth is analytical. And then whenever you come to those styles, you can just put up the finger which you used initially to denote them. Secondly, you also then use the word okay and now again and again. This kind of became a filler word and it gave an impression of you are doing a cutting corner with your speech. I would suggest practice your speech more in front of a mirror so that you can avoid using filler words. That will make your speech more interesting. I would like to challenge you with a speech where you have a lot of drama and you can portray different characters. Why I say so? Because you placed your camera very nicely. We could see you a lot and then you had a lot of background space. So you can space yourself for each character and then represent. You definitely portrayed very good voice modulation, especially when you were showing the direct communication with your little brother. To summarize, good speech, good contact, excellent eye contact, brilliant delivery. Only keep the suggestions in mind and it will become an excellent speech. Over to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjita, for the wonderful evaluation. For the third and final speech evaluation, I would request Toastmaster Pooja to come on the virtual stage and evaluate the speech of Toastmasters Gitanjali. Over to you, Toastmasters Pooja.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Pawan. Once again, good morning to all the members and guests, and a special good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster Gitanjali Madam. Hearty congratulations for completing your level 2 with this project. And yes, before this meeting, day before yesterday, when she shared her title, I was like, Trailblazer, what's it? And the excitement got completed by listening to your speech. The beginning, body, conclusion, everything was connected by your title. I will start with some very wonderful points which I found in your speech. First, saying of Afra Wimri, you connected with continuous eye contact. And I'm sure not only me, but all the listeners were glued in this virtual meeting by the content of your speech. Third, the various influential person with your experiences, the stories, your experience not only in your school, but Vadodara Toastmaster Club as member. You used powerful words and also idiom, bell the cat, which is not the usage as a meeting's phrase of the word, but very well connected for giving the example of dangerous job which you had when you had connected yourself with some influential person. And for the next level, the improvement points are always there. Though you had powerful content, beginning, body, conclusion, but I found that some points were there where you can cut the corners for the next level of your speech. Those are, first, as I understand, this is your humorous, engaging pathway. Some humorous were missing, like a drama when you were sharing the script of your student. There, the humorous story or jokes for husband and wife are always there in the platform of joke section. With that, you could have molded yourself here and there by giving the direct dialogues. The jokes could have motivated. I understand that first standard boy requires a very understanding and motivating way of teaching and influencing, but still, engaging humor would have given that impact of your speech and pathway, because husband-wife jokes are very hilarious. Powerful conclusion, and always you are influencing person for everyone, but only one connection for the speech is keep engaging the humor in your speech, and all the best to you for the next level. Thank you. And over to you, GE.
Wow, that was amazing. I've never heard TM Pooja evaluating in such a way. This is the first time I'm like, this is the topmost, what to say, detailed, very engaging, energetic. I have lots of words to praise you. Wonderful evaluation, madam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, now may I request timer Toastmaster Dayanandan for the timers report for speech evaluators, please.
Toastmaster Pawan took 3 minutes 10 seconds, and Toastmaster Sanchita took 2 minutes 57 seconds, and Toastmaster Pooja took 3 minutes 25 seconds. So all are the eligible limit. So they are eligible for voting.
Okay, thank you, TM Dayanandan, for the report. Well, next, could I please request the Zoom master to launch the poll for the best speech evaluator? Thank you, Zoom master, for the poll. Now it's time for the R counter and Grammarians report. So may I request TM Pooja for the R counter report. Over to you, TM Pooja.
Thank you, GE, sorry. My reports are guest Chetan used 21 R's, 3 and he used other words like yeah, again and again. Guest Amisha used 3 words and used too many I's in her speech, and so was 2 times. Guest Prerna, I think she was within her introduction, she used 2 R's. Guest Renuka used 8 R's and used more words like again, I. TM Rupali used 8 times words and 2 in her speech. TM Ankit used 5 R's and 3 so words, 5 words, and used the word okay again and again. TM Pradeep Mane used 7 times words. TM Krunal sir with his inspiring unique speech used 4 times words. Guest RVS used 10 R's and 3 Guest Kieran Gupta used 4 R's in her speech. TM Krati was flawless with her proper pauses. TM Ashish used 3 R's and words like used, they were used too many times where I, in spite, and again and again. TM Mansoor used 3 R's in his speech. TM Dayanandan used 5 R's. TM Pavan used proper pauses to avoid all the crutch words. Yes, that I like the most. As usual, TM Vikram sir, TM Gitanjali ma'am, TM Kirit sir, TM Sanchita, TM Pooja are flawless as ever in their speech, which motivate us to drive ourselves to listen to them and enjoy the ride of Toastmasters we are in without being myopic to our bright future as a speaker. Thank you so much. Over to you, G.
Thank you, TM Pooja, for your detailed reports. Really wonderful. I'm impressed. Next, I'd like to move to our grammarian, wonderful Toastmaster Hers. And I expect that he will be presenting an amazing report here. Over to you, Toastmaster Hers.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I love that we're sharing the same fashion today. Toastmaster Pooja seemed quite brutal with her report. I guess I'll play the good cop today. I've always advocated the importance of a good speech, its proper punctuation and conjunction so the audience can differentiate between the sentences. I think that is one of the most major improvement anyone could gain out of Toastmasters to have a better speech. On that note, Toastmaster Vikram, Toastmaster Gitanjali, Toastmaster Kirit, Toastmaster Pavan, Toastmaster Sanchita, and Toastmaster Pooja, do not mind if I don't use your name because I don't have any improvement to impart to you on this meeting. You have been completely flawless. Completely and flawless, I think, would be a redundancy, but yes, you were perfect. But I would still like to point out some beautiful usages that the rest of the Toastmasters can take from the names I just mentioned. TMOD Toastmaster Vikram had beautiful sentence formation. You can see that every sentence, you could hear the comma. A speech or a sentence where you can hear a comma is denoting a good oratory skill. For Toastmaster Rupali, I think the use of the same punctuations that I'm talking about is a bit hazy. Rather than raising the voice, a brief pause to collect yourself without hurrying up you could hear the comma. Toastmaster Ankit, I think he would be the MVP of today's meeting in terms of my report because he used an original proverb I feel which everyone can use. Feelings can't persuade me, only facts can. You can Google this up. You will find that no one has used it. This is an original statement by Toastmaster Ankit. And you can see that he has corrected himself he corrects himself as soon as he realizes an error. It might count as an R, but it is appreciative under my report. Toastmaster Gitanjali, you have been flawless. Your speech was amazing. There's just one piece of suggestion. There was a repetition of two particular sentences when you were explaining the dialogue between you and the kid, which was when I asked him, which could have been, another alternative usage could have been questioning him further. On the second time, when you used when I asked him, you could be upon further inquiry or upon questioning him further. And when you said to which his reply was, you could have used another connector such as then he said. But it was truly a humorous speech. I honestly loved it. Toastmaster Kirit used the metaphor, an elixir or a poison for criticism. Metaphors are a very important part of the speech. Guest Renuka used the phrase of the day, and Toastmaster Sanchita and Toastmaster Pooja used word of the day. I apologize if I couldn't catch the other usages as well. Toastmaster Pawan, the strong point of Toastmaster Pawan was he used multiple different ways to start a sentence. Some examples would be in spite, well, I would suggest, and he even started sentences with noun usage, such as physical movement, and then he went along, and then he also used again. That would be most of my grammarian speech, but the takeaway, one important improvement that I feel everyone can bring to the speech would be to use the word told. When you use I said to the head office, when you use two nouns, you and the one you're referring to, or someone referring to someone, you should always use told rather than said. You do not say to someone, you tell someone. All right, that would be my grammarian report. I am out of breath. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh. You did the real justice to your role, as usual. Wonderful grammarian VTM has. Really appreciate for your efforts. Thank you for your detailed report. Now, I think we have covered almost all the evaluation details. Now it's time for the overall general evaluators report. The meeting room was open at 9:24 a.m., which I appreciate. It was quite in advance. And most of the role players were there well before the time. But again, some were missing. But before the meeting started, all were in. That was a very good thing. Thank you Toastmaster Kalpesh for the details sharing in the WhatsApp group. I was watching and it was helpful. The poster was really amazing. I must say the title was quite unique, which TMOD had, the theme, I must say. One thing I really missed it, I am sure you might be able to guess that. That's the book reference. I couldn't notice that at the beginning, which we usually have. So I suggest to include that in the meeting. Another thing which actually we should consider is the number of participants. I could see that there were 26 participants at the beginning, which raised up to 27. Raise, maybe one, that's fine. But again, it went down to 26 and now it's 24. In the last meeting, I noticed there were a good number of people, the participants, including guests in the meeting. So I think I'm a little worried that why is this enthusiasm getting down? Where is the loophole? What can we do to fill that up? So I really request to the ExCom committee to look into this matter. Okay, let's go ahead. I would like to mention about our president, TM Yogesh. He's highly energetic. This is the second meeting I have attended under his presidency. And I have never found him out of energy, out of interest, nothing. He's always here with a lot of energy and some good information. Today, he actually complimented the TMOD with some advertisement details. He mentioned about sharing, which I think he related to advertisement of dairy milk. This was amazing. And I could remember the days when I watched this advertisement. He also mentioned about the attitude, which is one of my best favorite. He linked that to Nike brand. That was quite relevant. Even I figured that he tried to cover all the guests. There were 5 in number, which was amazing thing to see that he actually didn't miss out any of them for the last minute of the meeting. And he also asked the reason for being here. And almost all of them mentioned that they were concerned for their communication skills. They want to learn, improve, and prosper. And I guarantee that this is one of the best platforms which you can use it. Even I'm doing that, and all of us are here for that sort of pursuits. So definitely you can count on us, the guests, and you can think of joining as soon as possible. Then TMOD Vikram came up and he brought for us a wonderful theme. The theme was creativity without strategy is called art, and creativity with strategy is called advertisement. I think he went up with the latter one. And he talked a lot about it. He mentioned about Maggie, Complan, Suzuki Samurai, and many others. He did all of these things in a very dramatic way, and it really engaged us. The way he said, Suzuki Samurai, I'm unable to say in the same way, but yeah, you can make it out, I guess. He introduced the tag team with enthusiasm. I saw that he actually radiated some energy, and it pumped up the tag team. That was really nice. And I suggest everybody note that whoever plays the role of TMOD to do this. I mean, keep doing this. It has been done in the past meetings as well. Next, the timer, TM Dayananda. He explained his role very well with necessary details. I loved the way he presented the Excel sheet. That was wonderful. With full of detail in one single screen, we can see with one glance and understand everything, what was coming up. Next, I'd like to go to counter, TM Pooja Agarwal. She brought up us with a kind of analogy, driving a car. She made us close our eyes and go through the story and understand what us, arms, etc. would be in a speech, like potholes. And that was very easy to understand. Thank you, TM Pooja. TM Hers Grammarian. He explained his role very well. At the same time, he shared the word of the day and phrase of the day in the chat as well as in the WhatsApp group. At the same time, he also encouraged kind of a reminder to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day. Sadly, I was out of the loop in terms of uses of this, but anyway, I liked the way some people use it. That's very good. Now, in between Toastmasters of the day, he kept on adding some excitement through his advertisement stories, some ads, some other details, some facts, which actually worked wonders throughout the meeting. It kept people interested in the meeting. That was really nice. Thank you, TMOD. Now I would like to talk about the speakers. Speaker number 1, Toastmaster Rupali. Her topic, don't get stuck. I have already talked a lot about her speech in the evaluation, so I won't be taking much time for this. But I would like to appreciate her for a few things which I have noticed in the last few meetings here. I have seen that the way she used to struggle, I don't see that anymore. I see that she is highly confident. Her grammatical range is improving. The sentences she uses, wonderful. I know that I'm not supposed to evaluate anybody in that sense here, but I want to appreciate so that she could keep doing the good things. Really, I'm impressed by your improvement. Keep doing it. And the confidence is at par. Okay, congratulations, TM Rupali. Now, moving on to Toastmaster Ankit. I am direct when angry. Wow, that phrase, it killed many of us, I must say. I saw a lot of people laughing and enjoying your speech. But before you reached there, the title, your communication skill, actually showed the things which your speech had. You came up with, chunks of every styles, which even TM Rupali did, but you both did in a different way with your own stories. Amazing. Very good explanation of your styles with good examples. But I have a few suggestions in support of TM Sanchita's evaluation. That, yes, he mentioned about the camera and the placement of himself, the way he was standing at a place. You could think of movement of maybe you might want to center yourself while in the frame. Another thing, well, I didn't see any notes in your hand, but I could totally sense that, and I'm sure many of you could sense that you were looking on the side. There is no harm in doing that, but make sure nobody notices that, or nobody is able to make that out, or don't use notes at all. That has two advantages. First one is you are confident. You have not divided your attention to look at something and speak at the same time. If you don't do this, you will be highly fluent. You already are, but you'll be more than this. So that is one thing. And yes, I loved this thing. Figure can't persuade, only facts can. That was amazing. Even TM Hurst said that. That was very natural. I would love to use this in the future. Next, moving to Toastmaster Gitanjali. Outstanding as always a source of energy, inspiration, and a lot of learnings. Great. Thanks for your speech, Toastmaster Gitanjali. She mentioned a lot of things. You have heard it very attentively. I did the same, but I have noted down a few things which I would like to highlight again. Under the title Trailblazer, she mentioned mentor allows you to see a hope in you. Wonderful. I'm not finding words to appreciate this, but I hope you understand my emotions. You mentioned about VTM beginning days. I was not aware. Thank you for educating me and all of us. You shared personal experiences and others, and the story of Mohit in 2013, if I'm right. That was really nice, and that was a kind of a backbone to your speech. So, and it also really entertained us in many ways. Great. I don't see anything to suggest for improvement. Your evaluator did a great job today. So let me move on to the next session. That's Table Topic Master.
Pawan,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry to interrupt, but G report needs to be also concluded within 5 to 7 minutes. I think it is more than 12 minutes, so you better conclude it fast.
Oh, sure, sure. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Kunal. Next is Table Topic Master, TM Pradeep Mane. He explained the purpose of Table Topic, which was really great. And the topics he came up with were really interesting. Besides, it was nicely conducted. And it was a great way to start the session by calling upon a seasoned Toastmaster, TM Kunal, so that other could model him or understand how to go with the table topic session. And then he moved on to others. Great. You were, TM Pradeep, you were compassionate and motivating to the speakers, which was really good, highly friendly, and that gave opportunity for everyone to get encouraged to speak. Thank you. Now, I would like to thank everybody. And with this, the GE report comes to an end. And I would like to hand over the stage to TM Modi. Over to you, TM Vikram.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pawan. I'm not taking more time, just 1 minute of two of my favorite ads that I would like to share in the screen now. You are able to see the screen?
Yes.
You need to share the computer audio as well.
We can't hear.
Thank you so much. These are the two of my favorite ads. Over to our presiding officer for today, Toastmaster Yogesh.
Thank you, TM Modi Vikram, for an exciting meeting. I hope everyone has enjoyed. Now moving to the last segment for the awards. But before that, while our Zoom master prepares them, I would like to have some feedback from our guest. As already said, criticism is not poison, but it's a necessary thing. I will invite guest Renuka to share her feedback on the overall meeting. Renuka, you are on mute.
Yeah. Thank you, Yogesh. So I think this is a fantastic platform for people who are aspiring to become good orators. And there was just one very small confusion as a guest, because I got confused regarding the timing. I wasn't sure whether you're supposed to speak for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes. So my just one request to the moderators would be that please clarify the timing for the guest speakers so that they don't get confused. But otherwise, I think this is a fantastic platform, because you're giving a lot of avenues for people who are aspiring to become public speakers or even become good communicators in their future life. So I think it was really good. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to attend a session.
Thank you, Renuka, for the feedback. Point noted. We will surely clarify that from the next time. See you normally in the next meeting also. I would like to ask guest Dhaneshwar on his experience.
You, I had a great experience here. Yeah, I'm very happy that the things are going here. So we will get good idea about how to be very time bound, and also we are getting explanation about the grammars and other things. So overall, whatever I have the feelings for the group is that of the people, by the people, and for the people. That's the Toastmaster group. Yeah, thanks to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for saying that. It's of course indeed the same way, and I hope to see you as a member in the next meeting. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Guest Kieran, can you share your feedback, please? You are on mute. Thank you.
Yeah. It was really a fantastic session. I am attending the Toastmaster as a guest for the second time, and I'm really glad to share with you all that I've already started liking it. Like the way the evaluators give the feedback for the speaker, and I also like the of oof or counter, which today Pooja ma'am has explained it very well, that how it can affect the speech of a person, right? So that was also wonderful, and I like the way grammarian Hirsch has explained all the points to the points, and it was very clear. So I'm really very glad to be part of it and looking forward to join.
Thank you. That's indeed a good thing. Thank you. I would like to ask guest RVS, if I'm not wrong, R. Vengadal Salapati, if I'm pronouncing it rightly, for his feedback.
I hear all these conversation and other things. I am very happy to listen and join with this group. Initially, I was some confusion due to this introduction or my topic, which is given by the Pranav sir. Normally, in my life, I focused on the particular session in my field also. That's I'm not have a general idea about the society which are talking about cricket and other political communication, and due to this, all of shutdown they are making a topic. I cannot able to follow that topic, and I cannot able to speak that related to that topic. Because of that, I was a lack of knowledge in this meeting. I think it will improve in the future. Thank you for your communication and other things.
It will surely improve, RVS. Every minute we spend on stage is always a next step to our progress. So it always happens that way.
Yes,
Thank you very much. I think we have covered all the guests who are right now there. So I will invite Zoom Master for the certificates to get displayed. I hope they are ready.
We need to have the poll for the two things, right? So we'll launch the poll for role player and supporting role player.
Can you just conduct it faster? I believe it's done.
One more is going on. Yes, I can display the certificate.
Yeah, please go ahead. Okay, the best supporting role player of the day, and it goes to Toastmaster Harsh. Big applause for him. Everyone can unmute themselves and clap. A best role player of the day, and this goes to Toastmaster Vikram. Best table topic speaker of the day, and it goes to Toastmaster Kieran. The best evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Sanjay. And the best prepared speaker of the day goes to Toastmaster Rupali. Congratulations to all winners. But remember, all the players, role players who have got a stage normally timings are the winners. Everyone is a learning mode, so everything's learning. So welcome, and officially I will announce the closure of the meeting. Thank you for that. Have a great Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next, I will request you to connect with our VPM Krati. She will connect with you for the next proceeding or any support you require for the next meeting.
Thank you.
Photo.
Thank you.
Yes.
Group photo. Mansoor, are you taking the pic?
Who is
Yes,
clicking?
I will take.
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Done.